If I ever find one of these lying around again, I swear to f***ing God.
We're doing everything we can.
God, you are a self-righteous prick. When did you become a expert on what I can or cannot do, you weepy willow sack?
Sir!
The only reason you're a core is because you misplaced a folder. Get the out of my sight before I demolish you.
Oh, no, but sir, you do have...
So, welcome to PeepThisWom, where we got the best clips of Zootopia. You're gonna love this. We're gonna tear this apart. We're gonna give y'all the movie IRL experience. Guys, what did y'all think of this HBO uncensored version of Zootopia?
It was funny.
It was funny.
You know, I didn't realize how much, the bleeps like just fit so perfectly in there with the scene.
It was pretty funny, like that's how things are in real life, not the subliminal racist jokes or anything that are actually going on.
Right.
For sure.
This is the real Zootopia that everybody wants to think about, the comedy version, right? Yeah. That's what people care about. Speaking of comedy, guys, like and subscribe, comment, let us know. What would you give Zootopia 1 out of 10? Makai, I'll start with you.
I give it a 9. I give it a 9. It was a great story. It had a lot of real life things that, we have gone through. It spoke to my type of people.
What type of people is that, Makaya?
The ones that are persecuted for how they look and betrayed,
Okay, fair enough.
It was really good.
What about you, DeJounte?
I'll give it a 10.
Give it a 10.
I think this is one of the best animated movies I've seen in like the past decade, probably. It really surprised me because when they did the promotion for it and advertising, I didn't know it was gonna be this kind of a film. So it definitely hit me like left field. It was like, it's a very intelligent film. It was like a detective solving case kind of a film. There was a lot of, racial undertones and issues that were going on in there. And there was also, that other thing of being a dreamer, wanting to achieve your dreams, and people telling you, well, this is what you are, this is what you'll always be. So there was a lot of layers to this film that I liked a lot. And one thing this film did fantastic with is character development. I love the character development in this film. You got to see where they started and how they ended up being, and even getting more of the Fox perspective. He was obviously one of my top favorite characters.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you mention that because Nick is sort of supposed to be the stand-in for the black character that gets profiled and whatnot. Right. But we'll get to that in a minute. Quick thing, mine, I'll give it a 9.5. Like you.
You close.
Yeah, like you, when I went to the movies, I didn't even know about what it was supposed to be about. I went in there, all of a sudden, I got hit with African-American studies courses.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all flooded back.
Like, whoa, what happened here? Fantastic experience. But let's get into the IRL movie experience. So, gentlemen, Judy Hopps' parents tried to steer her from a police career because it's too difficult or impossible. Were they reasonable, or were they just being protective parents? They said, it's great to have dreams as long as you don't believe in them too much. Were they being protective, or were they just trying to shoot her dreams down?
I think it was a little bit of both.
Oh.
I think it was definitely a little bit of both, because you have to see from the perspective of where the parents are coming from. This is what they knew. They knew Carrot Town. All they knew was to grow carrots. They lived that farm rural area life. So can you really blame them? That's their mindset. So they're gonna think on that level. They're not open and exposed to the big diversity of Zootopia, where there's many possibilities of what you can be, what you wanna be. So I feel like, yeah, they were being protective, but at the same time, they were also being cynical, because they didn't really know any better. They weren't exposed to those kind of big ideas and dreams and stuff like that.
Just to give you a little bit of pushback, if they weren't exposed to those ideas, then why did they have those children doing that play about animals and about predators and prey living together in harmony? So they were aware of it, but they just didn't think that it applied to them. Well, did you
That's fair. That's fair.
No.
Why do you think that they felt that those rules didn't apply to them? Is it because that they believe themselves to be weak prey? Is it because maybe there's just a stronger truth about society where certain mammals get to do certain things and certain ones don't? Do you think maybe they were trying to sell that home to her?
To play off of what he said in this role, it's exactly the fact of this is all they knew. They never seen a bunny thing. It's just like we talked about with anything in real life. We idolize what you know. As parents, they're gonna push you to be better, but if you only know this range and you've never seen a bunny cop, Why would you want your child to be the first? It's not that you're dreaming, but you know what comes with a lot of things being the first. The first basketball player that was black, the first football player that was black.
Jeremy
first
Lin
baseball.
did face a lot of prejudice in the industry. What did they say when he was starting in the NBA, when Linsanity was going on, they made the joke about the in the armor joke all the time. So
that's what it is. That's what I feel. What you think, bro?
I had a brain fart, my bad.
No, it's all good. Like, listen, y'all listen.
I got caught up listening to you.
You know, y'all both doubled up. Good job.
Yeah.
So, next question for you guys. Judy's parents are clearly prejudiced towards predators. They even gave her a fox repellent. You saw that little pink thing? It was like, are they reasonable or predator racists?
They are predator racist. Why? Because it's ingrained in their DNA. They're rabbits.
So then they're racist towards themselves then too, because they think that a bunny can't become a police officer. Why would a bunny be able to do anything great?
True.
All right.
So you think they're both predator racists?
Yeah. I do.
I just feel like it's ingrained, and they're playing off the fact that they're animals.
Okay.
Too at the same time, but at the same time, there's also the element that they can live in harmony. Predators, and it's been shown, it's been proven too. So I think that's what they fiddle and they play with, is like, are they willing to go beyond knowing that this is our nature, or this is what nature is perceived to be between our dynamic relationship, that I'm the prey and you're the predator, but there could be much more than just that, So I think they play around with that a lot in this film.
I'll go along with you on that, because I know it doesn't always happen, it can be the exception, but there are instances in nature where predators and prey do coexist. And
Right.
so, yes, it's kind of a bit too much to ask for people to go against their nature, but Zootopia does show us, in my opinion, that we can live in harmony. Fair enough, you can, maybe living in harmony with your oppressor harmony is a very air quote word. But I gotta go with y'all. I think that they're animal racists, but I understand, given a realistic animal history. Is like, it's not when it's like, oh, these people oppress these people. Like, no, these people kill these people and eat them.
Exactly.
It's a little bit.
They're coming from that perspective,
Right.
that angle,
They're using the animals as puppets for us.
Exactly.
And it's because she's very small. She's tiny.
Okay.
She's petite.
Very petite.
Well, you trying to say that, Jonte? You been on the TikToks looking at that Judy and Nick joint?
No, I haven't. But I'll research later.
Oh God.
No, I'm kidding.
I can see why she would do that. The parents. I can see it.
They're afraid not necessarily of the predators, but they're afraid of their vulnerable daughter in a world that will really do harm to her.
And they don't know of.
They're being parents then.
Yeah. Because you can tell that it didn't say it, but they didn't leave their town. So you can understand that you don't know what Zootopia is. You only heard about it. You're in this town. This is what you know. It's like when a small town boy or girl go to a big college that they're not used to. It's like, so they just wanted to just make sure.
Fair enough. And not everybody wants to leave their bubble. Some people are comfortable in their bubble. You can't force them, and it's not right to force that out of them. So fair enough. But so then by that definition, do you think that you take away the animal racist part, the predator racist part?
You know what? Now I would take it back.
Take it back?
Yeah, because being an animal racist is a very hard word.
We'll say we'll call them predator prejudice.
I say they have a little bit of prejudice, but all right, we'll save that because fair enough.
I still stick with it.
He said, "I'm doubling down."
I still stick
They predator racist.
I would just
The amount
say
of
they're
slurs
just
thrown into
mindful.
this
They're
film.
just mindful.
All right, fair enough. So moving on to the next question. Does the film do a good job at explaining what prejudice looks like in real life? So what are some examples? I have some here. Bunny following Nick, or Judy following Nick, into an ice cream store because he's a fox. Not like no one believing a bunny could be a police officer, like you said with her parents, and thinking that only predators can be competent cops. So once again, does the film do a good job at explaining what prejudice looks like in real life?
Yeah.
Do you felt that?
Yeah.
I definitely felt it. I definitely saw there was numerous instances that it happened. You know, her thinking that the little mouse guy was a child and stuff when he was a grown adult scammer. Even the other I forgot what kind of animal it was. Some kind of a gerbil or something. He was the head mafia boss. He was,
the little
big.
rat.
The rat.
Yeah, the big guy and stuff like that. Going down to her profiling the fox, which was also linked, also in part due to her childhood trauma with that bully.
I'll give Judy a little bit of
Grace.
I'll give her some grace because she did try not to be like that. She tried to judge everybody based off of their character and not the content of their history. But she did.
But she still went off of the outward appearance.
She did.
She was like, hold on, what?
She did follow him.
And followed him unknowingly, unbeknownst to him. So, come on. She had a hunch, and then eventually she got to see how he was carrying on and carrying himself and what he was about in the business shop, and then she had a change of thought.
What about you? You think that the movie does a good job at explaining how prejudice looks in real life?
No, very, very, very well. Like, you could see this elephants only. I
get it, Jim Crow. It's Jim Crow. It's Jim Crow.
Even though it wasn't just elephants, but he was like, what are you doing in here, Fox?
Yeah, that made me feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was very rough.
What, in 1964?
She, a fox stealing, swiper no swiping. You see the whole, it did a really good job. A really good job.
One thing that I just didn't understand, well, I guess it is like real life, movie IRL, we do here. One thing that I really didn't understand is this idea that only predators can do bad things, but Judy even says that prey people do bad things all the time. They're 90% of the population in Zootopia. So how is it that we're only profiling 10% of the people when we know that there's 90% of people, if there's a bunch of crime going on statistically, I don't know if y'all getting what I'm putting on the table. Viewers at home, comment, thumbs up if you get what I'm saying. Hopefully I'll be here in the next episode.
You will be.
Hopefully nobody comes and kidnaps me.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I do think that the movie does a good job at showing prejudice. It just sometimes feels, maybe this is my own personal experience, it feels a bit too close to home with the things that I know.
Yeah.
It was.
It feels a bit uncomfortable.
And I think it definitely, as going back to what Micaiah said, it was particularly suited for certain kinds of people. And, people who are oppressed are gonna feel triggered by this. Because this is a real life, this wasn't even a children's movie to me, in all honesty. I did not see this as a children's movie. This was straight adult movie.
Well, speaking on the parts that make it adult, can we play number 2, please?
Perfect.
Where'd he go?
Skulking around during daylight hours. But I don't want any trouble in here.
Bro,
what?
He hasn't done anything yet,
What
you
the
fucking racist piece of
He hasn't
shit!
done anything!
Burn it down, you
Get your
fucking...
hand off your belt!
You don't need a warrant if you have probable cause, and I'm pretty sure I saw a shifty lowlife climbing the fence.
This
Dirty
movie is
cop.
so immoral.
I, Nicholas Wilde, promise to be brave, loyal, helpful, and trustworthy.
Even though you're a fox.
Oh my god, bro.
They're beating it. They're assaulting him. Oh my god, they're assaulting him!
This movie is just right between racist and not. What does that mean?
They said the movie is just right.
Just right. It's half racist and half not.
Just right.
That's
hilarious.
I'll put the name of the podcast in here. Go check them out. They got like 1 million something subscribers, so they're good. But they got a point. It's right between racist and just right, because it doesn't make you feel that it's blatantly racist, but
It's because you have the filler of Fox.
Yeah.
Which is
So speaking to that, is everybody in Zootopia just racially insensitive? They use these slurs with different animals. Like, I don't want any trouble, this shiftiness. Oh, I saw this suspicious individual. But how many times does that actually happen in real life? We use these adjectives to describe people when we don't want to describe them based off of.
Yeah.
Right.
Based off of that.
Yep.
Like, do you think that everybody in Zootopia is racially insensitive?
I think what happened here is you're putting thousands of years of your primal instincts aside, right? To go into this Zootopia, which is a nice play on word for utopia, which nothing is utopic about it, right? But it's like you're putting this aside to go in there, but you still have your indifferences about each other. Because you know in a perfect world, an elephant wouldn't always be around a fox. But you know what a fox does. You know what an elephant can do. You don't see polar bears around a rat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You usually don't. So it's hard to put yourself in a position where, you know, I take a perfect example. You ever seen like National Geographic?
Yeah.
And when a white person comes into one of those black villages I've never seen people, and they're like, oh, trying to touch them because they've never seen it. It's like putting all of this together, things that you have never seen before, because we tend to group together.
Yeah.
And this is what Zootopia shows us. So yes, you come in with your own prejudice, but you try to put it aside so that you can say, all right.
So then,
You try, I agree, you try to put it aside, but at the same time, a lot of people were just straight out there with it.
so then he's saying that it sounds like you're saying that you don't think people are racially insensitive. You think they're racially ignorant or culturally ignorant, and you're just like, nah, man, they know better because they've been living in Zootopia for a long time. So why would they do that?
Exactly.
Y'all both gave really good points. Fair enough. I'll be the tiebreaker. Do I think they're racially insensitive, or I think that they're, you know, just ignorant? I'm gonna go flat out, yo, they just all insensitive, bro. All the slurs, all the name calling, even just the self-racism from Judy's parents not believing that a bunny could do this, because even if it's not their daughter, what if it's somebody else's daughter that wants to do this? That means that you don't even think that their daughter is good enough. With Nick, okay, Judy did try to, she just tried to not be so prejudicial about it. She said, okay, let me wait this out. But at the same time, she went in there with all her preconceived notions from jump. She was like, oh, what you doing in there? Listen, all we just need to do is give Judy a Karen, you know, put the Karen meme over Judy's face. I want to speak to your manager.
Yeah, she was reckless though. You lowly life fox, hop the fence.
Like what? I saw a low life.
Low life.
I felt insensitive right there. What's going on here? So our next question. Is Zootopia supposed to be a stand-in for the United States? You can be anything that you want to be, large diversity, and there's always judgment about somebody based on their people.
Yep, it's real. 100%.
It's straight flat out America.
I wouldn't want I feel like I would have been the bunny father saying, don't be a cop. For my own reasons.
Really
For
interesting.
my own reasons. I don't want my son or daughter to join the army.
Okay.
I don't want them to be a cop. Especially with the skin that we have.
I understand.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't
I know what
apologize.
it comes with. I know what it is.
And it's crazy to know that these men and women died, bled, sacrificed their life, done the unthinkable. And you come back home to your hometown and you get lynched by the very same people you fought for? Like, it still blows my mind even and we see so much representation, even with this show, Welcome to Derry. The Stephen King's It. With the clown, and it goes back into Derry in a time where you see these racial tensions and stuff. And the whole mob just through what you call Mazel Tov cocktails.
Yeah.
Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
Molotov is Jewish.
Molotov cocktails.
That's Russian. You gonna get us in trouble, bro?
Listen, and thug life, and it just burn them down. These are U.S. Army soldiers, like, you know. So I side with Micaiah 100% all the way.
I can understand where you're coming from. I don't disagree with how you feel. It is very difficult because imagine being told that Zootopia is a place where predator and prey can both be whatever they want to be, but then
it's just a lie.
I mean, think about the predator that just, like, what is it? The leopard or the cheetah? That's the police officer. He's one of the
one that sat at the front desk.
He's one of the least harmful characters in the entire movie, but because he's a predator, when the mayor gets caught up in everything, they say, oh no,
the new mayor elected.
Yup, they say, no, we got to move you downstairs next to the boiler.
In the basement.
Because you're a predator and you're a bit too scary. I think that this definitely is a representation of the United States because, like you said with Zootopia being a utopia, but a zoo, in Korean and Chinese, America, the United States, is actually, the word is actually beautiful country. So it's called beautiful country. When you say the United States, you're saying beautiful country. That's what it's known as. For other historic things that I won't get into, we don't got enough time. But when I'm watching Zootopia, it literally feels like this because they have this utopia where everybody has their own place to live. They even have Mousetown.
Right.
Yes.
They have
I
Mousetown.
love Mousetown. Mousetown was fun.
You know, they got a whole bunch of stuff. They got the wall that makes it so that you have your own environment where everybody,
Right.
it's ethnic communities, as you can see. So it definitely is a stand-in for the United States. But with that, we all know that the United States is not perfect. And I think that's the funny thing about it. Zootopia, utopia, it's the joke that nobody's in on. It's supposed to be a utopia, but there's nothing utopic about it.
Right.
Exactly.
Unless you want to take the fact that we have come together as a society to try to work with this experiment.
And the same way why everyone comes to the United States. So you understand. To their eyes, this is utopia. I have a way of getting out of my current circumstances to better my life.
Like Judy wanted to be a police officer.
And you see those two that maintain the status quo. They don't want people coming in and infiltrating. You saw the was he the buffalo or the
Yeah,
bison?
the bison.
He's like,
The bison.
we have new recruits, which I will not be mentioning at all.
I don't care. He's like,
I don't care.
I don't care.
I
And,
will not even acknowledge your presence.
and he says, he got you, you're a meter maid. He's like, yeah, you can be a police officer of people's cars and parking tickets. You can police that.
You'll never be a cop.
Exactly. So I won't go into why I don't think he's necessarily as racially, I don't think he's necessarily
Well,
racist. I think he's just,
Initially at first, but you know, he's misguided. But
He's definitely misguided.
He did become enlightened.
Yes.
Yeah. You can see that. You know.
so Nick admitted that he wanted to see Judy fail her investigation. Why do some people like to see others fail when they're trying so hard?
Well, I knew from jump when he did that. I was like, I guarantee you, we're gonna get a good backstory,
Okay,
and we did.
that's why. What about
So
you?
he wanted to pull people down with him. Because if you couldn't do it, then why? If I couldn't do it, then why you a bunny of all people, which is lesser than me, a fox, should be able to be a cop.
Poignant.
And also, he was held against his will. He was held against his will. Like, imagine, she's like, oh, you said all this stuff, and now you're forced to tag along with her. Yeah, against her will. Yeah, so I get
Unlawful
it.
detainment through, what is it? Through blackmail?
Yeah, you're gonna help me or else. Yeah, so bro.
I never thought about that now that you
To be
mention it.
fair, she was competing with him.
You think so?
She was competing with him because he started first with the insults and stuff. Oh, a bunny. You're supposed to be dumb. Bunnies are dumb.
She wanted to prove him wrong.
She wanted to prove him wrong. So every chance she got, she tried to out-chess him.
Because
And
he's
it became an intellectual chess game between them both.
because he's a symbol of the system that's always oppressing her and saying that bunnies can't do this and
Yes.
bunnies can't do that. So now she has this
Foxes are
obsession.
more cunning, more clever, more intelligent than a bunny.
Interesting. Good way to bring it out. So, I'm going to ask this next question. Nick forgives Judy when she admits her ignorance about previous judgment. Is it really that simple in real life? Can we play the third video? I want to talk about Nick just forgiving Judy, in my opinion, just a bit too quickly.
The kind that needs to be muzzled? The kind that makes you think you need to carry around fox repellent? Yeah, don't think I didn't notice that little item the first time we met. So, let me ask you a question. Are you afraid of me? Do you think I might go nuts? You think I might go savage? You think I might try to eat you? I knew it. Probably best if you don't have a predator as a partner.
Nick!
Officer Hopps, were you just threatened by that predator?
No, he's my friend. Nicholas Wilde, you are under arrest.
For what? Hurting your feelings?
Get in! Carrots! Carrots!
Go! Because I've been thinking it would be nice to have a partner here in case you need something to write with. I need to find Nick, please. I really am just a dumb bunny. I really am just a dumb bunny.
In 48 hours. All right, get in here. Are you just trying to steal the pen? Is that what this is? Lie, bunny.
Dumb fox.
You know you love me.
Do I know that? Yes. Yes, I do.
So I know that for the sake of the movie, they have to wrap it up quickly and, patch things up in a nice, happy bow.
Yeah, we got to go along with the story.
But is it really that simple to forgive somebody for such prejudice and insensitivity in real life?
You know what's sad about this? People are expected to forgive quickly.
Took this away. I wasn't thinking about going. Continue.
There was this case one time with this black person, right? the white cop shot him in his own house, killed him. And the family
Forgave him.
quick to forgive, and then we forgive you. It's like you can't just say, you know, you're wrong, let me fall back and stuff. As the ones that seemed more violent to people, I gotta clutch my purse to people, they're the ones that we gotta make sure that we seem smaller in stature by apologizing, talking softer, making sure things. So yeah, like that is nothing new, bro. That is nothing new. That's what they want. They want us to forgive their injustices. That
What it
they
sounds
put
like
on
you're
us.
saying is that some people forgive out of survival.
Of course.
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Out of survival, out of necessity. Now, for this movie, we know that he generally started caring for her. That was his true friend. So yeah, sometimes with friends, you have disagreements and stuff. But in general, to the question you're asking, a lot of us forgive way too quickly. Way too quickly. I'm sorry.
You think we forget too quickly, DeJounte, or you think that we need to come together and forgive a bit more easily?
Kumbaya, my lord.
That's your answer?
No. Yeah, I don't think I disagree with that, to be honest. I can understand the concept of like forgiveness is supposed to be something that's for you and not for them. But at the same time, it's all depending on context. Like you got like massacred, or you did something so gravely ill to me, like in a sense that's like you can't forget it. It's like those things take time. You can't just get over that. That's like someone like, you know what, I'm gonna take your head and put your head in a toilet where people put their feces and pee in there, and then I'll forget it. And like, no, that's traumatizing, bro. That's gonna take you time to get over that. Like, so I agree with him.
And look at this. She was ready to snipe him, bro. She had twice.
The Fox repellent.
Twice she was ready to. You gonna snipe your friend?
I mean, how good of a friend are they? How close are we?
Dog, that's
How
wild.
close are we?
She just said.
Then it's not a friend.
She's like,
Maybe got a blink.
She's like,
It's an acquaintance.
He's my friend. But you was about to snipe him.
You're right. While I do agree with you guys, I'm going to go
With forgiveness.
not exactly. I'm going to go with the occurrence that this is the first person that Nick has ever met that he actually sees as trying to change society, and he understands what they're going through because they've gone through the same thing. But they said, I'm not going to let society treat me like this. I'm going to change what's going on. And I think he saw that because she said, you were right and I was wrong. And I just want to help these people. If you don't want to be with me after that, that's fine. But can you please just help me to help these people? And I admit that I was wrong. She did take accountability and she did try to change.
That's true.
So I'm going to give some credence and say he forgave her a bit quicker because it's the first time you see somebody that says, you're right. And I'm going to show you I'm going to change this.
True.
Because if I heard that was somebody, I would say, okay, let me see what you got. But we don't hear that. So that's why we feel the way that we
So
do.
if I pulled a gun on you, and then I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, bro. You gonna say, let me see what you got? We cool?
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. I don't know.
Because here at PeepThisWom, we have forgiveness. We have the biggest hearts. We got nothing but love for our haters because in the comments when y'all hate, it just makes us great.
It does.
Let's just keep it
No
real.
matter, DeJounte, what you go through, and me and you, if we ever had a beef, I'm not gonna try to snipe you.
Nah.
Either we gonna figure it out or we're not gonna talk anymore.
But you know what we are going to figure out?
Go ahead, bro.
We're going to
But
figure
we
out.
always kept the code too as well. So that too.
We're going to figure out what they're going to ask us in the comments. We want y'all to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if I'm wrong for forgiving, if I'm too soft, if they on point, if they're the ones that we need to be keeping up in society, hold people accountable. But
You mustard yellow soft.
hey, it is what it is. As long as y'all keep commenting, give us the bread.
Yeah.
Give
us that hate. Less than 50K.
That's all we got for y'all. Zootopia 1, movie IRL. Come join us. We got Micaiah, we got DeJounte. I'm Wise Guy. PeepThisWom signing out.